Okay. Oh, we need to minimize this. Okay, Andy, this is Warcraft 3. And this is our second attempt to do something like gaming, like gameplay recording thing. We tried to do Solist a little bit, and I couldn't monitor the audio at all, so it sounded terrible. Here, you know, it's still a rough draft, but at least we can hear ourselves now and know whether we can hear ourselves. I think everything sounds at least decent. I think I can hear a bit of an echo, but there's nothing we can do about that in this space. So, what do you know about Warcraft?
I know my brother played World of Warcraft to the detriment of all other things in his life at one point in time, and that he did not help me move into my room my freshman year of college because he was playing World of Warcraft, which I understand is only very loosely connected to this game.
Well, I mean, it's the same. It's the same setting for sure. But World of Warcraft is directly inspired by the events in this game, as I understand it.
Right.
As opposed to, like, this is Warcraft 3. I played the original Warcraft on the DOS computers that we set up at our school, which was probably not what they were for. But back then, I really enjoyed the first one, mostly the shareware version. I think I played a little bit of the full version eventually. And then people really like Warcraft 2. It looks good, but I think it's one of those you have to have been there kind of things. It dramatically increases like the detail in the art and stuff like that. But this is the game that kind of created everything that came after it. So
Okay.
I think you might like it, but I still haven't ever really played much of it. This is Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos, which is the first set of it. And then there's an expansion, Frozen Throne, which I also have. If you click that little button to the right of single player, that's what that takes you to. I had to find that because it booted up into that by default. And I was like, we probably shouldn't start halfway through this game.
No.
So yeah, I say just go ahead. You'll probably find a profile already created from when I was testing it just to make sure that the game worked. You can decide whether you want to do that.
I'm happy with
yeah.
Anthony.
This is our combined default profile name for when we're playing a game together, so whatever. But yeah, there are no...
Jonathan, Andy, Anthony.
There are no choices made in this already. It's just I created a save and then saw that it would boot up.
Okay, so I can just start on campaign.
Yes, you should be able to.
What's our last name?
What?
We came up with like a last name.
Oh, what is Anthony's last name? I don't know. Hazerson sounds bad. I'm not really into Hazerson.
Hazerson?
Maybe we'll have to think about that.
I mean, I guess we actually have the same last name as each other now, but what's the fun of that? Okay, anyway.
Anthony Andres? No, this is all bad. Mash that campaign button, Andy. Let's see what happens. So I don't know anything about this game, but I would expect that you might want to start with the Prologue campaign. I expect that the Prologue is kind of the tutorial, and so I think they're giving you the option to skip the tutorial here. As far as difficulty setting, I have no idea. You're probably fine with normal. Yeah, so you were asking about what this game is. It's and I think your closest touchstone from a gameplay perspective will be Age of Empires because it's RTS. You have guys on the field.
It's kind of the only thing I play like that.
we got cutscene. Could probably boost the game audio a little bit. Let me see if I can do that while we've got this cutscene going.
Okay. There's grass.
There is grass.
It's very melodramatic.
Let's see how that feels. We might want to bump it back down in a moment.
Once again.
Feel the tension.
Conflict.
Crows mean some dead bodies are about to kill you. That's what that means. More worms.
Oh, it's an eye. The Eye of Sauron watches you.
The crow knows.
So the original game is Warcraft Orcs versus Humans, or Orcs and Humans, and there's a human campaign and an Orc campaign, and that's kind of the Blizzard thing, is that they put multiple races into the game and they play very differently, and then they're balanced against each other. I think that Warcraft 3 was the one that, in the Warcraft series, that introduced a three-way balance, as opposed to the Orcs and Humans from the first one, and I think the second one is also just Orcs and Humans. But then that was the big deal with StarCraft, was that StarCraft had humans, Protoss, and Zerg, and they were all totally different, but still managed to be balanced together. And you know, that's generally considered a good game, right? Like it just kind of lasts forever.
What if your job was to make war? There used to be a job title.
Warmaker.
Something like that. Seems dangerous.
You must rally the Horde and lead your people to their destinies.
Well, scared orc, or whatever this guy is.
I think he's an orc.
I'm guessing.
Seek me out.
Oh, the orc had some nightmares. And in his hut. With his crow.
Maybe it was the crow that was giving him the nightmares.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Nevermore. Okay, press any key. Done. Did that.
What kind of nightmare was that?
It was not a nightmare, young war chief, but a vision. Follow me, and I will reveal what your future holds.
Some interesting mouth action over there.
It's Banjo-Kazooie.
I don't know what this is all about, but I'll play along.
So one more thing that I'm realizing right now. Is it paused? The keyboard may have fallen
First,
asleep.
select Thrall. To do this, left-click on Thrall in the main window.
Okay.
Excellent. You seem eager to be on your way. However, you must first learn how to give orders to Thrall. Try ordering Thrall to move down the path towards the nearby banner.
Here, can you
to
press
do
F10
this,
real
click
quick?
the move button in the bottom right corner of your screen and then click on the banner.
Okay. So what I'm noticing here is that this game actually is rendering in widescreen, whereas because the menu was 4:3, I thought that meant that the whole game was going to be 4:3. So I had cropped it, and I want to fix that right now.
Oh, it's bothering you.
Well, you know, we want to make sure we're recording everything that's in the game.
We're getting used to doing this. We haven't done a lot of these.
Or any, really.
No.
All
I'm
right.
not really sure what to say while I'm playing.
I think it's going fine.
Okay. Because I'm just making up stuff to say right now.
I guess that is true.
At a higher level than I normally would.
This is the thing, is that I watch a lot of this kind of content, so trust me, this is fine.
This is fine?
Yeah, this is fine. You should be
Okay.
good now. So I think
Return to game.
I think we're recording the whole thing. Here we go.
Right click on their destination. Oh, okay.
The spirits are restless.
There we go. Got it.
Skillfully done. However, the orc encampment is still far off. In order to reach the next banner, scroll the screen to the north by moving your mouse to the top edge of the screen.
Oh. Okay.
You can also just click directly in that map that's in the bottom
Very
left-hand
good.
corner.
The
I
path
don't know
to the
why.
next banner
Just a second.
leads through a black
the
area.
Windows
This
taskbar.
black
You
area
probably can't see
represents
this
terrain that has not been discovered yet.
Oh.
in the stream, but the Windows taskbar is for some reason on top of the game.
Oh no.
Minimize this window.
Me?
Yeah. Yeah, you move the mouse up there and minimize this window right here. Alright. And now...
Being persnickety.
Oh, man. Okay, we'll just ignore it.
Finicky.
We'll just ignore it. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's probably not recording that. It's probably fine.
Look at our lovely icons. You know, which you probably can't see.
Hopefully it's not
Okay.
covering up anything too important.
For honor.
For honor.
Notice how the black area shrinks as Thrall moves through it. This reflects areas you have explored. Select Thrall and order him to move to the banner in the middle of the encampment.
Go to
Double.
banner. Do it. Encampment.
Loktar, my warriors. We are yours to command, Warchief.
In order to have Thrall and his troops move together, you must first select all of them.
Okay.
Yes?
You can draw a box around it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. That
Let's
is
get
how
on with
we
Now
do
that your
fire
troops are all
source.
selected, order them to move to the next banner.
Yeah. Banner.
Prepare yourselves. I sense a knoll ahead.
To order Thrall's forces to defeat this foul creature, select all of your troops, click on the attack button, and then click on the knoll.
That's on the attack button.
This was only
There's
a scout.
actions
But
in
the
the bottom
knoll's
right
camp
over
lies
here.
just ahead.
Oh.
Order your troops to perform an
But
aggressive
you-
attack move into the
You
enemy
see that how
encampment.
A is
To do
highlighted there?
this,
That's the
select
shortcut
all of
for
your
it,
troops,
so you can
click
hit
the
A
attack
to-
button, and
Oh,
then
okay.
left click
To
on the
attack
ground in the middle of the knoll camp.
Wait. Left. Okay. And attack, move commands can also be issued by selecting your troops.
So it's just saying you can hit A and then click somewhere, and they'll like move there. And if they encounter something, they'll attack it.
Oh, so okay, he seems stuck.
They're pathfinding around.
For honor.
Okay. Why can't I move?
It's because of the taskbar down there. I don't know why it has happened. Let me try something again real quick. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sweet. Okay, that fixed it. Hooray. Oh wait. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Double.
Here's
For
hoping it
honor.
didn't like mess up the alignment of the stream or the recording, but we'll see.
We're attacking things.
Should probably just play this game windowed in the future,
Windows.
like in a window, so that it doesn't mess up with full screen and stuff. And we can move around in OBS and
Okay.
Good job. Notice
Good
that
job.
Thrall gained a level from the experience that he earned in combat. Only
Nice.
heroes can acquire experience, allowing them to become incredibly powerful over time. Heroes gain a hero point whenever they advance in level. These points can be used to acquire new abilities or to improve previously learned ones. To spend Thrall's hero point, select him and click on the Hero Abilities button in the bottom right corner of your screen.
Hero abilities. Hero abilities.
Whenever you click on the Hero Abilities button, the bottom right corner of your screen changes to show what abilities can be learned.
I think I did something.
wait. Can you read that okay? I totally can't read what's on the screen because I don't have my glasses on.
Somewhat. Good enough.
Okay.
Warchief, we've discovered a group of Murloc raiders in the nearby river.
The Murlocs would make excellent targets for your new Chain Lightning spell. To have Thrall use his new ability, click on the Chain Lightning button and then left click on one of the Murlocs.
The chain lightning button. Just this?
So that's learn chain lightning.
Wait, get out of here. Oh, okay.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. And then, like, kill him with your chain lightning.
Do it.
The narrator in this game,
Yeah, I was thinking he sounds like a dude in an office.
I was thinking like a dude in a dorm room.
Okay.
Like college kid.
You should probably bring the rest of your guys into the battle
What? Okay.
too. He does not sound like he was recorded with the rest of these guys. He's probably just a guy at Blizzard who was
monsters
like,
drop
uh-oh,
treasure when
we
they are
need a
defeated.
tutorial.
Treasure chests hold powerful magic items that can only be picked up by heroes such as Thrall.
Okay.
Logrigar Nogan.
This particular treasure chest contained a useful potion of mana. Notice that the potion now occupies one of Thrall's inventory slots near the bottom middle of your screen. Potions of mana can be used to replenish a hero's mana, the magic energies that allow the casting of spells such as Chain Lightning.
Such as chain lightning.
Like, such as.
Dabu.
Order
Yeah,
Thrall's
definitely
forces
sounds like a
to
college kid
explore up
reading
the
a
river,
script.
following the banners.
For honor.
I don't know where they usually get people to do these things, so it's not like I have a problem with it. It's just
It's tonally
None
weird
will
given the rest
survive.
of the voice acting. If there was no other voice acting, it wouldn't stick out.
I'm not sure I would say that, but maybe it's because I'm placing this game against Civ too, and you know, living up to Patrick Stewart.
No, Civ is Leonard Nimoy.
Who's Patrick Stewart? Doesn't he do a game? Did I just mess up?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, sorry, Leonard Nimoy. You don't deserve that. You
Whoa.
kick the microphone.
Yeah, don't kick the microphone stand.
Sorry. How do you cure your like dudes?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
think that's something you have to earn.
Oh,
For honor.
sorry, dudes.
Dabu.
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 The wolf
Stab.
howl signifies that night has begun.
Be wary, my warriors.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
let nightfall dull your senses.
Apparently, I can't kill the deer.
For honor.
Oh. You might have to explicitly, like, are you hitting A and clicking on it?
Yes.
No.
You can try that. I'll bet you can. Okay.
For honor.
We will kill this deer for honor.
Yes.
No, they have no interest in hunting.
For honor.
So do.
Yes.
Yes.
Dabu.
What if Leonard Nimoy was
An
reading
ogre.
the script?
It would be great.
We'd have a
I
fierce
also
battle
want
on our
Teal'c
hands if
to be
the
doing
beast
the
weren't
voice for
sleeping.
Thrall. I'm saying Teal'c like that's his name, but whatever the name of the actor is that plays Teal'c on Stargate.
Okay, I'm right.
I think he also does Kratos in God of War, but I'm not certain of that.
Why is this not working?
Time to find out.
Dabu.
I'm gonna try and take a selfie with this nonsense that we're doing to send to your brother.
Oh my.
Yes.
No, I'm in my pink pajamas.
For honor. Dabu.
So we're on our couch with our mics,
Yes.
and
Dabu.
I'm in my fluffy pink onesie because I own a onesie.
Yes.
I mean, why play video
For
games
honor.
on your couch if you can't wear a fluffy pink onesie?
For honor.
For honor
For honor.
and onesie.
I'm
Dabu.
sure us saying that isn't gonna get anywhere near as
Yes.
old as him saying it.
Yes, we need to make sure it's said twice as often as it's going to be in
Yes.
the game. Yes. It's a
Dabu.
flag. Dabu. Yeah, I mean, there was one Age of Empires in particular that this game was like. That I didn't play quite as much of. Did.
Greetings, son of Durotan. I knew you'd find your way.
It was you I saw in the vision. Who are you? How do you know me?
I know many things, young war chief, about you and your people. My identity at this time is unimportant. What
So I'm
is
gonna waste time
is
telling
that
you
you
it's
rally your
important.
people and
Instead of
leave
just
these
telling
shores
you.
immediately.
Leave. What's this all about, human?
Human? I left my humanity behind long ago. I am something different now. Know
Bad
that I have
puppet.
seen the future and beheld the great burning
Just pretend
shadow
like he's
that is
actually
coming to
speaking in
consume
Japanese
this
and
world.
you're getting the localization.
Okay.
You
The lip
shall see
flaps
this
just
world,
don't
won't
match
you?
up.
The demons are returning.
And only by leading your people across the sea to the distant lands of Kalimdor will you have a chance to stand against them.
But how can we...
I will answer all of your questions in time, young war chief.
Apparently
For
not.
now, rally your warriors and prepare to leave this land. We will speak again.
Yeah, so I think this is telling me that I was right, that Warcraft 3 is the game in the Warcraft series where
None
they
of this makes
introduced a
sense.
third faction. And
The
so
spirits tell me
the story here is
that I
that
should
the
trust
third faction is coming. And so the humans and the orcs need to stop just fighting amongst themselves because otherwise they're not going to be ready for the demons that are coming or whatever they're called.
I won. one things.
So you think we do one more? So you get a
It's
real
been
mission
3
in,
days.
Yeah,
a
I
non-tutorial
assumed
one?
Prophet has yet
that's
to
what
show
you
himself.
would do.
I hope I'm not making a huge mistake by trusting you.
War Chief, the clans are assembling as you ordered, but it will take them some time to reach us.
Then we must prepare this camp immediately. I want my warriors to have food and proper lodgings when they arrive.
I'm
It-
okay
Yes,
with
War
this.
Chief.
Warrior,
You like this?
has there been
I'm
any
okay
word
with
from
collecting
Grom
food
Hellscream?
and
Oh.
Lodging. This is
He
my
and the
first
war
mission.
song
I thought
are supposed
I
to
thought you
have
meant that
food.
you yeah, because they're gonna
No,
teach you the
War
building
Chief,
mechanics.
We haven't
Yeah,
heard from
yeah.
Hellscream in some time.
That is
Damn it.
a Warcraft mine
Where the hell
for
are you?
sure.
Establish a base. Build
The
burrow.
blinking button at the
Build
top
a
of the
war
screen
mill.
indicates that your quest journal has been updated. To
Good.
find out more about your objectives, click on the quest button.
Okay, so this must still be part of the prologue. I think we're in like chapter 2 of the
In order to
prologue,
establish
as
a
opposed
base
to
and
the
recruit
orc
more troops,
campaign having
it is
its own
necessary
chapter.
to collect 2 different types of
I'm
resources,
okay with this.
gold and lumber.
Being what
To
we do
learn how to
that's
harvest
fine.
gold, select a peon.
This might even be the end of it.
What do you
today.
want?
Peon.
Peons can harvest gold from gold mines, such as the one located here. To begin
Oh.
collecting gold, select your peon and right-click on the gold mine.
Do it.
Once a peon has been ordered to harvest gold,
Peon.
you will automatically travel back and forth between the gold
Peon.
mine and your closest great hall. Here are a few
Does
additional
Age of Empires have
To increase the rate
have
of gold
economy like
collection,
this
order
also?
them
Do,
to-
yeah, okay.
What do you want?
I mean, I haven't played
The
in a
amount of
really
gold
long
that
time.
You can-
but
possess
this is very
displayed
familiar.
in the
Okay.
upper
You can
right portion
also
of your
like
screen.
select all those guys
As
and right
peons
click on the
return
mine
to your
to
great
tell
hall
them
with
to
gold,
mine, that kind of
your
thing.
gold
Oh, okay.
stockpile increases.
Stockpile.
Now that your gold income is steady, you will want to produce additional peons to construct the rest of your base. To train a peon, first select your great hall.
This tutorial is
There
actually
now a
pretty
train
good, I've
peon
got to
button
say.
located
It's,
in the command card near the bottom right corner of the screen.
I'm pretty
Training
impressed
a
by
unit
it.
takes time. When your great hall is selected, you can see a progress indicator in the bottom middle portion of your screen.
So you queued up 3 of those guys to be trained now. You can cancel them by clicking the portraits in that training progress
to work.
indicator area.
Sounds good.
But so
In
that
order to
guy
support
was
a
just
larger
trained, but he's
population,
not doing anything.
Additional
He's
orc burrows will
like
have to
hanging
be
out.
constructed. Burrows provide the
this guy
food
down
that
here
allows
under
you to
the red
train more
flag.
troops. To construct a burrow, select one of your peons.
What do you want?
Now click on the Build Structure button in the command card.
Build, structure, build.
It's
Notice
also
that
B on the
additional buttons
keyboard.
are now available in the command card. To construct an orc burrow, click on the Build Orc Burrow button. Now move the
Build.
mouse to where you want the building to be placed. Once you have found an appropriate location, left-click to begin construction.
Do it.
I think you can put other
Yes.
guys on the task also.
Okay,
Right-clicking
ready
on
to
a
work.
In order to
thing
produce
tells them to
additional
take
buildings,
the default
you must
action.
gather more lumber from the nearby forests. To harvest lumber, select a peon and right-click on a nearby tree.
Be happy
There you
to.
go.
Now that your peon has been assigned to gather lumber, he will automatically travel back and forth between the forest and your closest great hall.
You're a pro.
Yep.
Ready for the bigs.
It feels familiar.
You should just quit out of this tutorial and go right into online play. You can just switch over to Dota right
No.
now.
Well-placed
no.
war mills can increase the efficiency of your lumber harvesters. Try ordering a peon to construct a war mill near where your peons are chopping wood.
Peons. Peons. Build a war mill. Do it near them. Okay.
Work complete. Ready to work.
Did it? I feel like I did the wrong thing.
Why?
Because nothing showed what I asked for this.
I can do that.
Now
There you
that
go.
your burrow has been completed, the peon who built it can be assigned to a new task.
What do you want? Okie dokie.
You know, those lines are actually pretty good.
Something need doing?
It's awesome.
But the war mill, the barracks, train 5 grunts, so I'm assuming it a barracks. So writing that.
Yes.
Barracks, barracks, barracks. Where's the barracks? There's the barracks.
See, you're already figuring it out. You knew exactly what you needed to know.
Can't build there.
Good. Can't build there.
Happy
Right
to.
there. Got it. Oh, and then you guys need some work. Go.
Work,
Go
work.
Ah.
What?
Work. Work. Come on. Are they building it? Is there standing there?
It has a little build indicator. See that orange bar that's growing?
Yeah, but it can't.
Oh.
It looks like only one of them.
You
is
know what?
actually doing it.
I might be wrong. You might only be able to have one guy working
What
the
do you
structure
want?
in this game.
War mills contain various upgrades that can be researched to improve your troops. To see what upgrades are available, select your war mill.
Alright.
Andy, this game came out in 2002.
Peon. Barracks. What am I doing now?
I don't know. Check your what are your objectives?
Work complete.
Oh, now it's done.
Okay.
Now,
Cue up that. Mash that button.
green giant.
Now that your barracks is complete,
Not
you can
giant.
begin
grunt.
training
Yeah.
grunts.
That makes more
You could also have one of your
Continue
other dudes
producing
building
grunts
another
until you
barracks
reach
so
your
that you
quest
could have
requirement.
more guys coming out at once.
We need
but
more gold.
I don't know how long it'll take to. You know what? You should probably just send them off to mine
Yes.
to get the gold necessary to train
Yes.
guys.
Happy to.
happy to. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then that mine has a finite amount of gold in it.
We need more gold.
Good to know.
It'll tell you how much gold is in it if you go.
My
click on it,
life
I
for
think.
the Horde.
Maybe hover over it.
We need more gold.
Yeah, it's telling you what I was saying earlier.
But
By the way, you could make another barracks.
oh, sure. Hold on. Give me a minute. Oh. Oh. Make a barracks. Make one.
My life for the Horde.
My life.
Can't build there.
And builder.
I can do that.
Build it. If you build it, they will come.
Yeah, that's kind of the worst part. You build
My
it and
life
then the
for
enemy
the
comes and
Horde.
destroys it.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
It's what you do in these games. Build things. People knock them down. It's just what you do.
I expect there won't be enemies in this map though.
Yeah. This
My
is a
life
good way
for the
to
Horde.
introduce myself to this game and a recording like this.
I mean, these missions existed. As you play this, it's becoming very clear to me that even though I owned 2 copies of both Reign of Chaos and Frozen Throne, I have never played this game. But
Work
this
complete.
mission structure for the tutorial is exactly how
What do
how
you
the Terran
want?
campaign starts for StarCraft, and how
What you want?
the human campaign starts for
Something need
Warcraft
doing?
1. So it's cool to me that they just locked this into a prologue and let you skip it if you don't want to play it again. But it's pretty well done.
I thought I had 5 grunts, but I had 4 grunts and then just a worker hanging out.
Yes.
What else can
He's
you
a
build?
pretender. He's like, no, really, give me a sword. I can do it. I can do it.
An altar of storms. Seems useful. War mill. Let's do a watchtower. You.
Just because.
Okie dokie.
Because
My life for the Horde.
why not? Main quest completed.
You orcs are in violation of the Alliance Internment Act. We've already captured one of your leaders. If you surrender now, we'll spare your lives.
War Chief, they say they've captured one of our leaders. Maybe they're referring to Grom.
I hope not. But if they have captured Hellscream, I'll make them regret it.
Loktar Ogar! Come, my warriors. We must drive the humans back.
There's something about the animation in this game. It's so like unpretentious,
Our town
but
is
at the
under
same time
attack.
self-serious. Like all the dialogue is totally serious and earnest.
Oh, what do I do?
Oh,
now?
they are attacking you. You
Where?
get your grunts and go find the dudes
Master?
and attack them.
Where are
Our town is under attack.
Oh, there it is. Bottom right. Southeast corner. Keep going. Further. It's a new part of the map. It's not where you are.
they? Oh,
Just start sending them there. They could be walking.
okay.
The
Wait, I
wretched
completed the
humans
main
have been
quest.
destroyed.
Did I
Move
just go
Thrall
straight
and the
to
rest of your
something?
forces across the bridge
Yes.
and locate Grom.
They're just giving
Work
you something to
complete.
do.
Look
You have a
like
new
God.
main quest having done that.
One of your
Okay.
structures was damaged during the fight. To repair a damaged building, select a peon, click the repair button,
But
and then
the
left
chapter
click on the
didn't
desired
end.
structure.
You just got a new quest.
I see. Fix it, fix it, fix it. Fix it, 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 fix it. Okay. Here, guys.
Let's get on with it. Dabu.
Double.
Dabu.
For Doomhammer!
Destroy a tower. Destroy a tower.
Look,
Destroy a
Narrow!
tower.
You're destroying a tower,
Destroy another tower.
and then you're gonna destroy that other one.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
But that must be ours. There's chicken.
For honor.
Chicken. Tower to destroy.
Your time has come.
That's I bet you keep all the towers this way.
What?
For Doomhammer!
I feel like I missed something.
He said your time has come. And that seemed dramatic to me. And then I said I bet you speak to all the towers this way because as we said, I find a few more stupid things to say when we're recording.
Today will be your doom tower. You thought you were going to stand there all day, but no. Today will be your downfall.
I prefer to memorize and use the lines from GD
Dumb.
rom-coms
Hmm.
when speaking to the towers.
I see.
You had me at hello. I can't destroy the fountain, apparently.
For honor.
You must
Dabu.
face the fountain alone.
Of course, you always face the fountain alone. Oh no,
For
no, no.
Doomhammer!
For Doomhammer!
They do things for a lot of reasons. Sometimes they do it for Doomhammer. Sometimes they do it for Ire. That's StarCraft, I think. Sometimes they do it for the Horde.
My life for the Horde.
Oh, this feels sort of familiar. The whole like,
Dabu.
kill the tent! Kill the tent! Oh,
Yes.
apparently I can't kill the tent. I can just select the tent.
Wonder why.
I thought I could.
Maybe that's your tent?
No, maybe. Sorry, tent.
I'll bet that's your tent,
Sorry.
like that, or you
Sorry,
know that
sorry.
your. Oh man, that dude's got some teeth.
He's angry.
He's angry about his tent.
Loktar.
Do you have a peon coming with you? You had one selected at one point.
Uh-oh, that might
Yeah, you do. It's okay. He can repair
Yes?
stuff.
What you want? Something to doing? Okie dokie.
He's like,
Sorry.
I don't know how I got here. I just followed along.
Sorry, peon.
I am the Warchief. Dabu.
Oops, sorry. Sorry, guys.
Master?
I wonder what Dabu means.
The spirits are restless.
For Doomhammer!
It means as you wish.
For the
Have fun
Horde.
storming the castle.
For honor.
Oh.
So yeah, so I think the idea here is there was another group of orcs that were under attack. You're coming to their rescue, but now as you discover units
Let's
from
get
that
on
group,
with it.
they enter.
When
your
you control
control.
multiple spellcasters at the same time, it often becomes necessary to quickly switch between them to cast their individual spells. By using the subgroup interface, you can do so without having to try to select them individually. Notice that the currently selected units are displayed in the bottom middle portion of your screen by little portraits. One of the unit portraits is highlighted with a yellow glow. This means that it is the currently activated subgroup. You can switch between subgroups by pressing the tab key or left-clicking on one of the portraits that is not highlighted. This activates that subgroup and displays their spells in your command card.
The spirits are restless.
What are their names?
Yes.
Happy, sleepy, grumpy, doc.
Can Sleepy be restless?
Look, Narrow!
Restless sleeper. Sure.
Oh no!
Ah!
Oh, okay.
Oh,
They were in
oh,
cages. You rescued
oh,
them.
Okay. Phew.
No, this is fine. This is
You
fine.
guys scared me. No, I didn't include you. Sorry, I didn't include you.
Can you zoom out? What happens if you scroll the wheel down?
Let's get on with it. Yes, War Chief.
What happens if it what?
What happens if you move the mouse wheel?
Nothing.
No. Oh.
The
that?
spirits
Oh.
are
That
restless.
happened.
Go the other direction. Oh, so it was already up as high as it goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
For Doomhammer!
Kill him.
War Chief,
Except you.
we
You
found
kill
where they're
him.
holding Grom, but the area is protected by fortified guard towers. Then destroy them. Hellscream must be freed.
I think that's the answer to every problem in this game.
Sounds right. Yeah, kill him too.
Thunder.
Earth, wind, fire.
With our powers combined, we are Captain Planet.
Power to the Horde.
He's our hero. Gonna take Blue down to zero.
Feel the ground tremble.
More of a Vikings thing.
I don't know. I watched it. Maybe. I don't know.
Thunder.
Oh man, Andy, there's a Captain Planet movie.
Oh, well, clearly we need to do that.
It has a 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb.
Right
It's a
away.
flag. It's our flag. Oh, kill the tower.
Lightning.
Okay, you were right. It totally came out in the 90s. Well,
Ha, ha, ha.
1990.
Hey,
The post-80s.
hey.
Yeah.
It counts.
I'm admitting defeat. Even though 1990 is still basically the 80s.
It is not basically the 80s because it's the 90s.
The Blue Man Group agrees with me. I consider the 1990s still part of the 80s.
Are you
What?
alright?
So then,
I'm
what
fine.
gets to be the 90s?
brother.
After the Blue Man Group.
They only injured my pride. Great.
Once the boy
'cause we're
bands
getting
started
out of here
up.
now.
That's the 90s.
We're leaving the human lands for good. Finally.
Probably whenever Hanson released their
I
first
have
album.
an idea. We can set sail on the humans' own ships.
Perfect.
Perfect.
What have I
But
done?
we'll need to wait for the rest of the Horde. The Horde is assembled,
Yeah.
War Chief. We await only your command.
Now, go, young thrall. Sail west to the lands of Kalimdor. It is there that you will find your destiny. It is there that your people's salvation will be assured.
Why is he trying to help the orcs?
I think he's a character from Warcraft 2. I don't know for a fact. But it's because there's a third faction coming. The demons are coming, and he needs the orcs to survive to help fight them.
Work with the humans. So wait.
So I think that
also plays the humans song
yes.
going through this?
So in Warcraft 1 and I think 2, it just allows you to play as either from the beginning. And that's the case in StarCraft as well. You just here is a Zerg, a Protoss, and a human campaign.
And this one goes back and forth?
No, I think that this one just puts the orc campaign first, and then you play the human campaign second, and then the demon campaign third.
Okay.
That's what I mean. We were talking about this earlier. When you play a Blizzard RTS, there is a lot of game that you can play if you really want to get into it.
Wow.
And then that's just the first one, and there's the Frozen Throne, the expansion to this also. So, yeah. But what do you think? How do you feel about what you've played so far?
I don't know, because, I mean, when I played Age of Empires, I usually find myself getting bored of the campaign. Most of the time, I would just set up these big open maps against the computer.
You would just play multiplayer against the computer. Okay.
Yeah, that was most of what I did. And then when I got bored with that, it allowed you to create your own map and put whatever you wanted to on it. And so I would do a lot of the creator, and then I put lions everywhere.
Nice. Well, I was thinking that you might be more into this one because it does prioritize story. That might be harder if we're going to be talking over it, but maybe we'll feel differently.
It makes it more fun to me, actually.
It at least has a narrative progression.
But getting to also make fun of the story a little bit, Science Theater 3000 style, that's fun.
Okay.
So.
Do you think you'd want to do at least one more try of this?
At least one more try.
At least one more? Okay.
Not tonight.
Yeah, we'll be done for tonight. But cool. I look forward to trying it again.
Yeah.
Now it's time to play some Breath of the Wild while I break down the mics.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll spend some more time looking up rom-com lines that I can use.
Interesting. You can just look over on the right, and we can start quoting some Elizabethtown, some Hitch.
A lot of rom-coms.
I'd say it's probably about a third of what's over there.
I thought that I would call women now because they help women.
They help women now.
Yeah.
Is Juno a rom-com? I don't think Juno's a rom-com.
Oh no, I don't. Juno. Well, what's the name for Juno?
It doesn't have one. That's the thing. It's action adventure by default.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for putting up with the recording, Andi.
That was fun.
Yeah. I look forward to listening to it and seeing how blown out and terrible we sound, and then hopefully the second one will be better.
Sounds good.
Okay. Bye.